since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, I made her.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the divisional round.
Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Throwing on first down is Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He gets it to Brown, complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Allen. Got a man. It's Brown. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
50 seconds. Watch the quit. Watch the quit.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Allen. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
This will be caught by Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to left to throw with Allen. And the grab by Croft. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
From the 24, Jackson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Jackson, he's got it to Ingram, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Jackson, they go screen. This is Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson flushed out right. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Robert Foster there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to
into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. He dumps it down to Ingram. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. Open man is QT, complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on 1st down. Godwin. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Now it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Jackson now, eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The pass to Brown as he holds it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw again, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On the draw, this is Ingram. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Ingram. And an alley to run. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And I never played quarterback, but I'm thinking as a quarterback, you're a little bit into the game now. Second quarter, you're losing. You're not playing well. Probably feels like a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Certainly does, but it's something that quarterbacks have to be used to because they're always carrying around that weight. So how do they adjust the weight? How do they make it work for them? How do they work against it? That's what we're going to find out going forward.
Yeah, he'll be trying to get all that weight off his shoulders here on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So it's on to halftime of this. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 61 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that's complete to Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That goes for a gain of 31.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Well, looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. This is 3rd and goal, still looking for the first points of the game. So the shotgun snap to Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And the Ravens taking the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10, running with Howard. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. On first down, it's Ingram. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most Important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. They'll run on first down. Ingram. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson flush to, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
It seems like they've been running uphill all game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Allen going to throw. And this one caught by Beasley. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Allen throwing complete to Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And again, it's Allen. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Allen. The open man is Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Come on now, let's go.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Allen to throw once more. And the grab by Croft. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. On first down, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page. quarterback and receivers. Heck, they've been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. He finds Beasley complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Even. 4 down. Even.
On first and goal, Howard. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal.
I'm coming after you.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills get a bit closer.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On first down, it's Ingram. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Darren Lee there to get him down. On second and 9, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. 23 yards, the final tally. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefit.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 48. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on second down. Allen, that one complete to Yeldon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Throwing again on second down. Allen, short throw hauled in by Croft. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Now Allen again. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37. Allen now on first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
He hits Beasley right side. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Complete. Smith has it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part,